adjusting the camera a little bit, so let's check this one more time. So it should be fine. We will go through a total of 14, I think it was 14 maneuvers. The first 6 are the ones that I have already presented in the first video. So the pallet swipe, the totally twisted, the anti-gravity swinger pullover, and the pretzel squat, more or less working on the overall body and the fascial release throughout. While the next 1, 2, 3, 4 will particularly move pressure from the wrist up into the shoulders, and or within these movements I will throw in some movements that are more related to the lower body, just because this is where my restrictions are located through playing football and or running for decades. And then the last 4 will be the new ones, basically aligning the center with the bladder, the belly button and the solar plexus torque, and then also the psoas release. All right, as I said in last video, it got a little bit out of hand with the 2 guys showing, so I've accidentally set myself up again here in the middle of the park. It is a big park. It's not as busy as it was the last time because it's a late morning, early lunch. But there are a couple of benches here, 30 to 40 meters away, that hopefully will be filled with people and or people walking by with dogs and or jogging. So I hope at the end of the session, or well, at the end of the session, 1 or 2 might show up again, and we can do some partner maneuvers and or just introduce fascial maneuvers here in Frankfurt a little bit more. But without further ado, let's start with the pallet swipe. So right hand crosses right hand and right leg crosses the midline. Right hand on left shoulder, left hand on right shoulder. We use the right thumb, get into the mouth, and we'll swipe the palate from molar to molar across the roof of the mouth. Basically, we pull in the spinal pelvic lock. Basically, it is, or you can think about it as putting the belly button to the spine, to the back. And so pull in spinal pelvic lock, and we breathe in and out through the nose for 6 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Sometimes if I feel it hasn't done the job, which is kind of a general sensation of getting my head a little bit lighter, I just do 3 more. So again, we cross the right side, we cross the right to the left side. Again, right hand on left shoulder, left hand on top of the right shoulder. Spinal pelvic lock engaged, and we do 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, feels a little bit different now. So we walk around. Hopefully, well, I know that's going to happen for me after the totally twisted anti-gravity. I will be more grounded in here and more kind of settled. So totally twisted is beside the anti-gravity probably the most fundamental movement that has been described throughout the Human Garage program. Basically, it releases stress throughout the entire body, so you might feel a little bit lighter, grounded. Vision might be, in my opinion, it opens up the field of the vision of field, and it just brightens up the day basically. Okay, therefore we cross with the right, we start with the right hand side, so right hand and right leg crosses again over. Right hand goes underneath left armpit, and or as I said, I'll try to go a little bit further, holding on to the muscle here. Left hand goes on top of the right shoulder. We will move the head to the left and body to the right, and we will find a tight spot in the left cheek with the tongue. And therefore we breathe in and out through the nose for 6 times, okay? So right hand crosses over, hold on tight. Head goes to the left, body to the right. We find a tight spot in the left cheek. And we breathe, pull in the spinal pelvic lock, and we breathe in and out through the nose. 1 and out. 2 and out. 3 and out. 4 and out. 5. Last one. Next one, we drop the tongue and we breathe in and out through the mouth in stage breath. So meaning we hold it, we breathe in more, we hold it, we breathe in more, we hold it, we rotate a little bit further, and we exhale. Here's number 2. We breathe in, hold, more, hold, more, we hold, and we release. And with the breath release, we're trying to rotate a little bit further. Last one, in, more, and exhale. Last breathing technique, in through the nose and out through the mouth for 6 times. In and out. Number 2, in and out. 3 out. 4 5 We come back to center, and we do the same 3 sequences on rotating onto the opposite side. So head goes to the right, body goes to the left, belly button to spine. We find a tight spot with the tongue in the right cheek, and we start breathing through the nose. So 1 and out. 2 out. 3 out. 4 5 Last one. Stage breath on the right side, through the mouth. More. Last one more. Hold it, and we release. We drop the shoulder on the exhale. Check the spinal pelvic lock, and we breathe in. Hold it, and more. Hold it, and more. Hold it, and release it. Last time. Hold, hold, hold it, and we release it. In through the nose and out through the mouth. 3 4 5 and last time 6. Okay, we come back to center and just feel it for a second. Okay, let's do it on the left hand side. On the left side, so we have the same exercises, but on the other side. So left hand, left leg across, left hand underneath the right armpit or a little bit further. Right hand top of the shoulder or a little bit further up on the shoulder blade. Spinal and pelvic lock engaged, head to the left, body to the right. Find a tight spot with the tongue in the left cheek. And we start breathing in through the nose. And out. 2 in. And out. 3 in. And out. 4. And out. 5. Last one. Stage breath in and out through the mouth. We hold it. Hold it. We hold it. And we release. Drop the shoulders. Rotate a little bit further. Check the spinal pelvic lock. One more time. And number 2. Breathe in. We hold it. And more. Hold it. More. Hold it. And we release it. Last one. Breathe in. Hold it. One more. Hold it. One more. We hold it and we release it. In through the nose and out through the mouth for 6 times. Check the spinal pelvic lock. Shoulders down. Breathe in and out. Number 2 in and out. 3 in and out. 4 in and out. 5 out. Last one. Come back to center. Rotate head to the right, upper body to the left, shoulders to the left. Spinal pelvic lock engaged. The tongue finds a tight spot in the right cheek. Breathe in and out through the nose 6 times. We breathe in and out. Number 2 in and out. 3 in and out. 4 out. 5. Last one. Stage breath in and out through the mouth. Hold it. More. We hold it. We breathe in more. We hold it and we release it. And let the shoulders go. We pull the spinal pelvic lock again. Number 2 in. Hold it. More. We hold it. More. We hold it and we release it. Last one. In. Hold. More. Hold. More. Hold. And we release it. Come back to center. That just create a pop in my right rib here. So let's have this integrated. So if we walk in figure 8 pattern, or I mean you can also do this with your eyes, just have a lying 8. And even if I'm not in the picture anymore, you will still see the 8 probably. So have this integrated. I sometimes feel like I work too hard with my hands holding onto it. So I feel my arms on that exercise as well. Okay, usually we walk a little bit more, but let's do anti-gravity. So anti-gravity has different stages. Generally, the hand movement is the fundamental part in here. We interlock the fingers and put it right on the upper part of the neck, on the lower part of the skull. So basically from the back it looks like this. And then we pull the fascia up with our elbows going as high as possible. And then the first one is we look up. The second one is we tuck the chin, breathe in, up to the right, left. Next one is a squat position, where we do the same breathing pattern. We breathe in, look up to the right, release on the way down. The same on the left hand side. And then there's a full squat position. And we breathe here, and then when we come up, go up, bum up first, look up, hang in there for a second, and we breathe out. So, alrighty. So, again, interlock the fingers, trying to have the thumbs together, go behind the back, and we pull up the spine, elbows to the sky, stand shoulder width apart, belly button to spine, and breathe in through the mouth and out through the mouth. In and out. Number 2, in and out. 3, out, in through the nose, out through the mouth. 2, 3. We tuck the chin, in through the mouth and out through the mouth. We check the spinal pelvic lock and we breathe in. We hold it, look up to the right, and we breathe out on the way down. Same on the opposite side. Breathe in, up left, and exhale on the way down. We breathe in, up to the right, and down. Opposite side, to the left, and down. The last one I showed from the side. Let's see if that's in the video. Yeah, so breathe in, up to the right, and down. Breathe in, up to the left, and down. Squat position. We squat down. We squat down. With this one, I'm also trying to have the chest as upright as possible. So imagine that someone's pulling you up there and straight back. So interlock the fingers. We pull again. Spinal pelvic lock engaged. We breathe in through the mouth. Look up to the right and exhale on the way down. Same to left. In, up left, and exhale on the way down. Again, number 2. In, up to the right, and down. In, up to the left, down. Last one. In, down. In, left, and down. So full squat. We sit and hold the spinal pelvic lock and breathe in and out through the mouth for 6 times. In and out. In and out. In and out. In and out. 5. In and out. And 6 and out. So we breathe in, we hold it, we move up, bum first, trying to straighten the knees, and now we roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. We look up. Well, if any of the movements haven't done anything for me, this is the latest point where I just feel it, where the color gets brighter, where the day is just more sunny, I guess. All right, next one, swinger, particularly good for any sports, racket sports, golf, where there's a rotational movement from upper body and in counter rotation to the hip. So again, if I hold it here, I move up this, or forehand, backhand, so kind of counter rotation, hip and the shoulders. Just might go a little bit further. I like the blue sky, but if the foot's not there, that doesn't help. So, swinger. We take the we start on the right hand side, put on the left shoulder, we take the left arm and pull on the basically outside of the arm, and squeeze the muscle and pull it towards the elbow. Then we engage the spinal pelvic lock, we look to the right, and we squat down, shoulder rotates to the left. Breathe in and out through the mouth. Number 1, in, and out. 2, and out. 3, 4, 5, and 6. As this one never does anything for me, we do a little bit more advanced, just in case, it gives you more. So again, same position, but this time we cross the right foot behind to the left foot. Okay, so engage your spinal pelvic lock, head goes to the right, body to the left, and we step. We use the right leg to step backwards, and we squeeze down. We bring the right shoulder to the left knee. Breathe in and out through the mouth for 6 times. 1, and out. 2, and out. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, we come back up. At least with this one, I feel a bit more tension in the lower back, coming across here and basically coming over from the left hand side. So let's do the same on the opposite side. The regular one, left hand on the right shoulder, take the right arm and pull the fascia on the outside of the arm towards the elbow. Engage your spinal pelvic lock, head goes to the left, we squat down, body goes to the right, breathe in and out through the mouth, in, and out. Number 2, in, and out. Number 3, in, and out. 4, 5, and 6. And let's continue with getting the left feet behind the right, behind the left feet behind the right one, and we're bending over, bringing the left shoulder to the right knee. Okay, spinal pelvic lock engage, head to left, shoulder to the right. Breathe in through the mouth. 1, out. 2, 3, in, out. 4, 5, and 6. And we come back up. Again, it's not giving me the most, but might be different for different people. But the next one is a good one as well. It's the pullover. Pullover is basically also I would describe it more as a movement or a fascia release around the back, the mid and the lower back. And let's get right into it. We start on, doesn't matter, on the right side, so left hand goes on top of the right shoulder. I go around, and then there's the shoulder blade. I go a little bit to the outside and trying to squeeze the skin and pull it up. It helps also if the shoulder goes up and we go a little bit forward. The right hand side goes around the left rib cage and trying to go around for as much as possible and pull the fascia towards the front. So we engage the spinal pelvic lock, belly button to spine. We squeeze the hands, we pull, we move the head to the right, shoulders up and towards the left forward, and we breathe in and out through the mouth. For 1, and out. 2, and out. 3 and out. We come a little bit further. We squat down and bring the shoulder to the knee. 4, 5, and 6. Okay, this again works on the mid and lower section of the back. I feel this more. I also feel like I have to. I release some air this way. Might be part of the game, or it is part of the game. Other side, right hand over the shoulder blade on the outside. Grab as much as you can and pull 4 up and 4. Left hand around the right rib cage, trying to grab as much as possible and pull it to the front. Stand shoulder width apart, spinal pelvic lock engaged. Head to the left, shoulder go up and to the right, and breathe in and out through the mouth for 6 times. In and out. Number 2, in and out. Number 3, in and out, and we move towards the knee. Number 4, in and out. 5, out. Last one, 6 and out. We release everything, we come back up. I just heard a pop going here, and I also feel it in the jaw. Have this integrated, walk around a little bit. Woo. So last one of the exercises that work on more or less the entire, the full body fascial release is the pretzel squat. And what we do here is we tee up the feet. I start on the left side, so we step out for the international American participants now. It will be 3 feet for the Europeans, and the rest of the world it might be a meter. We rotate to the left, hand goes around. We go forward, look down. The left hand is on the left butt cheek, and we push into that hand. We stay there for a second. We feel a stretch on the outside of the leg. We try to rotate. We pull in the spinal pelvic lock, and then we have the right hand on the left shoulder. Left hand goes in between the shoulder blades to the best possibility that everyone has. We squat down. Head goes to the right, shoulders to the left, spinal pelvic lock engaged, and we breathe in and out through the mouth for 1 and out. 2 and 3, in and out. 4, 5, last one, and 6. We switch hands. Left hand come on the right shoulder. Right hand goes back. Shoulders go to the right, head to the left. Spinal pelvic lock engaged, and we breathe in and out through the mouth. 4, in, 1 and out. Number 2, in and out. Number 3, in and out. 4, out. 5, last one. We release the position, and that's a good one, because it kind of, as a pretzel, kind of get a twist in itself, and I like it. Feels good. I feel the pressure going through the body there, the restrictions, possibly also more with the hands on the back, that I have more and or less restricted arm. But again, this might be different for different people. All right, that was the left leg, so we tee up the right one. We step out 1 meter, 3 feet. Left hand comes around, body goes to the right, lean forward, look down, right hand comes on the right butt cheek. We push into that hand, legs are straight, we engage the spinal pelvic lock, hold it there for a second, and we place the left hand on right of the top shoulder, and right arm was in between the shoulder blades, palms facing backwards. We bend the knees, shoulder goes to the right, head goes to the left. We breathe in and out through the mouth for 6 times. Number 1, in and out. Number 2, in and out. Number 3, in and out. 4, in, out. 5, and out. Last one. We switch hands. Right hand goes on top of the left shoulder. Left hand goes in between the shoulder blades. Head to the right, shoulder to the left. Breathe in and out through the mouth for 6 times. Number 1, in and out. Number 2, out. 3, in and out. 4, out. 5, and out. Last one. We unwind. Woo! I feel this one. So if I haven't been high on the previous ones, that's a good one. Whew, good. Whew. So these were the first 6 exercises basically that worked I would say globally, and with the last one, with the next 4 or 5 now, we work moving the pressure in zone number 2. We have 3 pressure zones. The head is 1, upper body and upper limbs 2, and lower body, legs number 3. So with the next couple of exercises or maneuvers, we basically move the pressure from the wrist going up, and hopefully, I'm not sure if that's a proper explanation, into the universe. So it is released. Good, just check the time, half an hour, so I have an idea. So twisty wristy, we stretch out the hand. We start with the right one, and the left hand grabs the finger and bend the entire wrist forward. So that creates basically the pressure coming up to here. Then we bend the arm, we come around and move the wrist to the side. We squat down a little bit, engage the spinal pelvic lock, and now the hand goes to the right, hand goes to the right, head goes to the left. Breathe in and out through the mouth, in and out, in and out. Number 3, in and out. So 4 or 5, I try to rotate more and or move my arm up and down. So we go 4, 5, and like an overhead, last one, 6, and we release everything. Okay, the same on opposite side. Stretch out, we grab the right hand, grabs the finger of the left side. We have a straight arm, hold this one for a second, spinal pelvic lock engaged, we feel the stretch, and we bend the arm, rotate to the outside, do a little squat, spinal pelvic lock engaged, hand goes to the outside, head to the right, we breathe in and out through the mouth for 6 times, and 1, and out, 2, 3, and out. So on the 4th one, we bring the shoulder in, 4, and out, 5, and on the last one, we move slowly up ahead, and 6, and release. Okay, walk around. So next one was the wrist. I've forgotten that. So wrist release, and here I would like to throw in some variations, not only with the wrist but also with the ankle, because we have the correspondent zones. Within each zone you have another 3 zones. So for the for the arms, one is the hand that corresponds to the feet. That's zone 1 in in the lower limb zone. Then number 2 is the forearm, which corresponds to the lower leg, and the upper arm basically with the thighs. So I'm just doing this not for the video but for myself because, as I said, I feel like everything that's from here downwards is a more restricted area in my body, particularly like calf and shin, this area where I wouldn't say I was prone to cramps and or this way you feel after you've walked a lot or you've ran a lot. You feel like walking, I wouldn't say hurt, but you feel the tension in the calf muscle. So that's why I always, working on the wrist might already help, but in my opinion I just go to the ankle right away. Okay, so wrist release, we start on the right hand side, we take the arm in any position that you want. You grab the wrist as further up as possible, so you're not necessarily on the muscle forearm, but more like closer to the wrist. And then what you do is we can either and or rotate the fingers out while pinning and actually holding it, so the stretch is created through the rotation with the hands. So hold rotation, and then basically what you do is you push downwards with your hands while the arm locks in place. Spinal pelvic lock engaged, and then we breathe in out through the mouth. So 1, number 2, in, and 3. So 4, 5, and 6, you have to move around the arm, left to right, up and down. So it's 5, 4, here comes 5. And on last one, I'm trying to get the shoulders involved. Shoulders to the left, head to the right, and 6. Okay, we come back up. Do the same on the left hand side. Again, arm, grab the wrist, rotate inwards or the pin locking outwards. We pull on it. We squat down a little bit. Spinal pelvic lock engaged. Breathe in and out through the mouth. In and out. Number 2, in. 3 and 4, 5, and 6. You move around. 4, 5 and 6. I had a pop. That's always a good sign. So now I move to the ankle. Let's see if. So you sit, and I basically cross my legs and trying to sit as upright as possible. And now with this one, the hands are basically counter-rotating. So if the left one, the bottom one, moves forward, the top one will move backwards. Okay, and then I move the foot around. If possible, through the entire range of motion. It might get a stinging sensation and burning sensation. I would say the more it burns, the better, but you will get used to it. So it takes a little bit of time to get accustomed to it. Okay, so I start with the bottom one going forward and the top one going backwards. I hold this one and I move the leg, move the ankle. Spinal pelvic lock engaged, I get the chest out, and we breathe in and out through the mouth. You go in and out, in and out. Number 3, in and out. So on 4, 5, 6, I change the rotation, so the bottom one goes backwards, the top one goes forward. And again, 1 or 4, 5, and 6. We swap the leg. Again, bottom hand goes forward, top hand goes backwards. Trying to sit as upright as possible. Spinal pelvic lock engaged. And we breathe in and out through the mouth. 1, in and out. 2, in. 3. And we change the hand rotation. Bottom one goes backwards, the top one goes forward. Spinal pelvic lock. Breathe in, out through the mouth. 4, out, and 5, and 6. Okay, so before we do the elbow torque, and I'm just sitting already on the ground, so we do the knee torque. And the knee torque works basically in correspondence to the elbow. And what we do is we put the hand on top of the kneecap. We basically apply pressure to the skin. We rotate the fingers inwards. So before we had like 6 o'clock, and now it's 9 and 3 o'clock. We get the spinal pelvic lock engaged, make ourselves as tall as possible, and then we basically breathe in and out 6 times. Okay, I've done this with professional athletes. First there was like a little bit, oh, that's a different stretching. Everyone was watching, but then it is so subtle, but it's so effectful. At the beginning, everyone was like, "What are we doing?" And okay, not sure. But then when they got up and they walked, and they felt like, "Ooh, okay, this was very effective." That was a good experience. So, hand on the kneecap, 6 o'clock. We pinch and rotate. 9 and 3 o'clock, spinal pelvic lock engaged, chest out, and we breathe in and out through the mouth. In and out. Number 2, in and out. You can drop the shoulders. 3, in and out. Sometimes I rotate my head a little bit. In and out, and or open the jaw. And one more. And just because I liked it, I do one more. Okay, elbow torque. Sorry, it's an overhead elbow torque. I start with the usual elbow torque, but we're supposed to do the overhead elbow torque, but for the sake of it, I do the usual, the normal, the easier one, which is basically you point your elbow forward, the right one, the left hand grips it, tries to see if the sticky side is the in or the outside. I like particularly the outside movement, but this time it feels more like on the inside, huh? Okay, for the video we do the outside. In the entire group, the 40 people that are joining the class, they all go to the outside. So let's do the outside. Right hand on left shoulder. We rotate and or rotate outside, spinal pelvic lock engaged, head to the right, shoulders to the left. And we breathe in and out 6 times. Let's do 3 times. And out. 2. 3. Now hand goes back on the identical shoulder. We adjust the grip and we go up. Head goes to the right, shoulder to the left, and we breathe in and out, in and out, in and out. Same on the left hand side. Left hand goes onto the right shoulder. The right hand grips the elbow again, checks the rotation, and usually it's, if you do outside on the one side, you do outside on the opposite side. So again, I went outside, so We pinch it, we stretch outside, we lock it, we squat down a little bit, head to the left, shoulders to the right, breathe in and out through the mouth for 6 times, in and out. Number 2, in and out. Number 3, in. We release the right shoulder, put it on the left shoulder. We come up, elbow over the head, head to the left, shoulder up to the sky and a little bit over. Check the spinal pelvic lock and breathe in and out. In and out. Last one. And out. All right, how does it integrate? Walk around a little bit. So basically, with the pressure coming, working on zone number 2 and or going up the arm, we had done wrist, elbow. So now it's the arm pull, basically moving all the way up in here. But before, I want to walk a little bit more. Unfortunately, not a lot of people there, so coming here on a Sunday is more. Seems to be the better choice in terms of getting attention from the public and trying to put my hands on random people that show up. But I guess for today it's also nice, so I can focus on my own evolution and just enjoying the sun. It's a nice day, being honest. Good, let's do the arm pull. So we have the arm and the opposite hand grabs. Well, I start many times, most of the times, with the palms up. I grab the inside as high as possible, and what I do is I pinch, I stretch and going outside while the hand rotates to the inside. And then I hold that, and then basically on the first 3 breaths I just hold it, and then on 4, 5, and 6 we just move around again. Okay, so palms up, grab as high as possible. It's always because here I have the problem, just because the biceps is in the way. It's difficult for me. So we grab high, we stretch to the outside, we lock it there, hand rotates to the inside, we squat a little bit. Sometimes helps if we look to the right, spinal pelvic lock engaged, we breathe in and out through the mouth for 6 times, in, out, 2, in, and out, 3, out. Number 4, 5, and 6, we move the hand and we breathe in and out, in through the nose and out through the mouth. 4, 5, and 6. I don't know if it's hearable on the video, but just clock, it popped. Same on the opposite side. Hands facing up, straight out. We grab the fascia right below the shoulder, pinch it, lock it, pinch, stretch, and lock, and we rotate the hand to the inside. Make a little bit of a squat. We look to the left. Spinal pelvic lock engaged, and out through in through the mouth and out through the mouth, and out. 2, in and out. 3 and out. 4, 5, and 6, in through the nose and out through the mouth, and we move the arm in. 5, in. Last one. We release the position, come back up, and walk around. So now we have the last, was it 4 that are, I think, new, or at least new to the video for the sake of the video. So it's 3 times the more like that describes the I would say the center of the body. So it in my opinion it just goes to it gives a it releases the fascia, and it evolves around the center of the body and or the spine. As walking as a normal locomotion, our natural movement, gives a rotating element of the spine or around the spine. So the first one, well, we're not doing it, but I'm just explaining, is the bladder. Then we have the programming one that I like very much a lot, is the belly button torque, and then we have the solar plexus. But as a transition from the full body movement and or the zone number 2 working is the psoas release. The psoas basically, well, the original explanation was that the psoas connects the spine to the legs. Basically, it's a force transition, and I guess you can debate if it's working on the fascia around here and or if it's part of an organ reset. I would say I like the mechanical side of view, so I stick with the psoas. And why I say that is because if I come from a sporting background, and it gives that stingy burning sensation that I have with the calves as well. It's kind of that 1,000 needles that's getting sticked in there, and so I can relate to that. So we start on the right hand side. We go, the psoas is basically belly button and the hip bone, so it's kind of right in between here. I'm trying to tuck in there. You can take both arms, both hands as well, and you pinch and then you pull it up basically. And then what you do is you either step left foot forward or just make a step first, and then you go there. You can go in hard in there to feel that ding 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 needle coming in. Spinal pelvic lock engaged, and breathe in and out through the mouth for 6 times. In and out. We lean backwards a little bit. In and out. Number 3, in and out. 4, in, out. 5, out. Last one. Yeah. All right. Ah. It's always good when that burning sensation is released a little bit, but I still feel it. So left hand side again, belly button and hip, somewhere in the middle. You tuck down. Right hand goes step 4, down and pull up. Spinal pelvic lock engaged. Breathe in and out through the mouth. And out. Number 2, in and out. Number 3, in and out. Trying to bend back. 4, 5, and 6. All right. For the last 3, I'm risking of cutting the video short here, and just in case someone walks by, I just wave to them and will try and approach them just for the fun and for the sake of it. And being honest, I like that because it's the spontaneity where, as a coach, you have to adjust yourself to different situations. You have to react quickly, and I like to challenge myself on that. If that situation comes up, and I just saw that the 2 people were walking by, they were looking, I thought like, could have been an opportunity. But anyway, next people will come. What I've forgotten, what I also do as the last part, what I like to do as the last part, releasing the pressure from the shoulder girth and the upper body. Basically, I've done it in the last video, where it's about the fascia in around the pectoralis here that connects basically the upper arm to the chest. And I just do it now again. So go as high as you can, as far to the outside as possible. Fingers facing down, you press in, you stretch. So it's like 6 o'clock, the same on the knees. 6 o'clock, we have 3 and 9 o'clock. And then we stick the chest out and breathe. So one more time, left and right. Up as possible, outside as possible. 6 o'clock, we pin, we stretch and we lock it. Chest out, spinal pelvic lock engaged. and breathe in through the mouth. 1 and out. Number 2, in and out. Number 3, in and out. 4, 5, and 6, I also open and close my mouth. So it's breathe in and out through the nose this time. 4, out. 5. And last one, in. All right. Short intermission, commercial break on the pectoralis muscle, on the pecs. So where was I? Yeah. So I felt like we brought everything into the center. So that's why I would like to start with the bladder, coming from the bottom to the top. I don't know if there's a reason for it. I don't know if there's a scientific explanation or practical. For me, it's just a practical explanation, so I know what's coming next. So the bladder release, it's right above the pubic bone, basically, relatively low. Again, fingers are facing downwards, 6 o'clock, and then what you do is you press in and you rotate, and you do the same, but in a counterclockwise rotation on the back. So if your hands go this, so it's like a, it's counter rotation, that's what it's called. I can't find a good synonym that represents a picture describing the movement. So if the top one goes left, basically the bottom turns to the right. So that's the movement, okay? That's on the same height, so we find pubic bone, go a little bit further up. Soft part, if I rotate here, I rotate on the back, same height, I rotate in the opposite direction. So like this, if it makes sense. So I come in here, pull in a spinal pelvic lock, and I now have to think, yeah, here we go. So spinal pelvic lock engaged, breathe in and out through the mouth 6 times. In and out. Number 2, in and out. Number 3, in and out. So bladder is connected to fear, and I like to give some affirmations on. But before we breathe in, number 4 and out. I don't want to hold any more fear in my body. I'm releasing it now. So my head understands this well as well. I bring in nose breathing 3 times and out. Number 2. And the last one. I'm still doing that so my head knows that he's not the one that has to hold my body accountable, because if I feel fear or if I feel something in my body, then I want to release that from the body. Even my head tells me that's something different. Okay, the next one, I like this one. It's the belly button torque. Basically, I usually go, the middle finger goes right into the belly button, and I do the torque. And however, I feel like sometimes I'm not having a good grip, so many times I just grab everything I can here from my belly and just trying to rotate it counterclockwise, and do the same again on the back side, a little bit higher this time, so it might look like this. Spinal pelvic lock engaged, middle finger in here or not, depends. Rotate counterclockwise and anti-clockwise on the back. Spinal pelvic lock engaged, and breathe in and out through the mouth for 6 times. Number 1, in, out. Number 2, in and out. 3, in and out. 5 and out. And number 6, in and out. So I'll do 3 more, because many times I like this one as this programming fascial maneuver. I would call it that, and you can just tell anything that you want. And just in case I have doubts for myself, or I fear something, or I don't believe in something, I just tell it to myself, in here because it just feels good and it gives me a good start for the day and or for the remaining day. So I do 3 more and let's see what comes up. This will be a beautiful remaining day. Everything will flow effortlessly and easily. I like this one. One more. I will enjoy it. Ah, nice. Okay, last one. I'm just checking that I haven't forgotten anything. Is the solar plexus. Yes, that's the last one. So solar plexus is basically right below the sternum here. It's right in there. This also works on the diaphragm. So the breathing muscle that it's basically sits right below the rib cage as the first layer. That's kind of covering the inside of the rib cage or ribs. So again, fingers 6 o'clock, rotated counterclockwise, the same on the back, and it might be a little bit harder because of the restrictions, but as high as possible and counterclockwise. So yeah, 6 o'clock, we pinch, we stretch, and we lock it. Same on the back, spinal pelvic lock engaged, and we breathe in. Number 2. And number 3. On 4, 5, and 6, we move around a little bit. 5 and 6. So I have people coming in, and let's see if someone's working. So just in case I might catch someone. I hope this suffices. We have 1 hour and 3 minutes of class. I will try to, well, this will be an uncut video. It will be then hopefully we'll upload it today. Not so great gigabyte. I feel fantastic having done a session in here, and I'm just enjoying it for a little bit more probably. And thank you very much, Human Garage, and hope to see you soon somewhere. Thanks, bye.